Well, it sucks.
Tough luck.
Did she say how many there were in her bridal party, this girl?
No, she didn't.
I mean, who knows like how tight it is, because things cost money and stuff.
It's. I mean, I don't think it costs any. Like, if they said 6 people in the bridal party, it's like, what's? You gotta kick one of them out and put you in. Anyway, whatever.
I don't know. We
I
don't
would be offended. I would be offended in her scenario.
What advice were they ultimately looking for? Just whether they should be offended or not?
Should you be offended? Yeah, should I be offended?
We would say yes. I think so.
I guess so.
Survey says yes.
Survey says it's because there was 7 in the bridal
Be offended,
party.
but understand that I guess that there's a lot of like, you're not the fucking only person in this person's world as well.
Exactly.
Like, you're not super special. I mean, especially as you think that your relationship is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is special, but
Yeah.
I mean, obviously something's got to give.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you're invited to the wedding.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the day.
Have a fucking blast.
And you know what? Get as drunk as you want.
Yeah.
And just have a
on
good
their
time.
coin.
On their coin.
On their coin, baby.
yeah.
Exactly.
That's right. Well, let's leave it there then for the Invisible Man. I want Damien to go next because I want to be left with the challenging task of picking the last one.
Roommate.
All right, so I'm going to go with the Wolfman.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, why Wolfman?
See, I was thinking, right, with the Wolfman.
Yep.
During the day, he's a normal dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
When the full moon hits, he goes out at night and does his thing.
Yeah.
I like the idea of having the place to myself at nighttime.
Yeah.
See, when I have an
It's like
invisible
having a
man, I
shift-
don't have the place to myself because
But you know that he's not there because he's a shift worker pretty
That's
much.
right.
Yeah. He's out eating people at night.
That's right. Cleaning up their hair and stuff might be a problem because
And there's nothing to shower.
my brother has a German Shepherd,
Yeah.
and that thing sheds like crazy.
It's
so
practically like living with an
Can you imagine
Wolfman.
just the Wolfman sitting on your couch, just sitting there going,
well,
Yeah.
and waking you up at night?
possibly true.
That's
but
his den.
He also acts as a great guard dog
Yeah, I mean, no,
because he
Yeah.
is a Wolfman.
Sorry, Damien, go on.
I would have
He's barking at the window mid-conversation.
I thought I heard a car.
Sorry, one second. The fucking garbage truck came past.
sorry, yeah.
I think he would be great. I'd feel very safe with the Wolfman.
You wouldn't be able to get any mail
and if I'm
because he would scare off the mailman.
it's true.
Yeah.
No, but during the day, when the males live during the day, he's a man.
Okay.
He's just man. Sans wolf.
Doesn't he have any dog tendencies?
And if I'm cold at night,
He works at a
hairy.
pet shop. That's about it.
he hates cats.
Yeah,
There's no
right.
cats in the pet
He's
shop.
always trying to push sales for dogs. Which good dog?
It's cool. It's cool.
Cats are lame. Don't worry about
Don't worry about cat.
he'd
They're
make
not your best friend.
He'd make a great spooning partner in winter as well.
Yeah.
He's furry. He's
Yeah.
warm.
Big warm.
He might just eat off your head.
You don't need a blanket. He'll just sit on your lap.
That's right.
Keep you warm.
It
Right.
just sounds good to me.
It sounds like you're going to have a beautiful life with Wolfman
Yeah.
as your roommate.
That's right.
Yeah, just
All right.
cuddle
As
up
we
next
pass
to-
judgment on Marcus and the Invisible Man.
No, see, I still would
Guys,
prefer
he
him-
may be in the room right now.
Oh,
Just
no.
keep it down.
Oh no! Can you imagine how many clogged fucking like drainage
Yeah,
pipes
the,
and all
hair, the
that?
hair would be a problem.
Does he shave? Like, he doesn't shave.
That's a good question.
I mean, you wouldn't have like...
But he's a dog. Dog shed.
Well, yeah, true.
Here is my question. If he evolves into the Wolfman
Yeah.
and then shaves while he is the Wolfman,
Yeah.
the next time he turns into the Wolfman, is the hair gone?
No, I
Or
think
does he sprout more hair?
I think it's just like, if you cut your dog,
Yeah.
and the dog grows back eventually. It'll grow. It'll
eventually
his hair
grow back.
sprouts at the length you cut it, but
Yeah.
it'll still grow
Okay.
over
Yeah.
time.
All right. So the
Exactly.
Wolfman writes in, is it rude to tell frail bus passengers not to touch my walking cane?
Oh,
I am 70 years old. He's an old Wolfman.
oh man, he's got grey hairs.
How many?
everywhere.
How much is that in dog years? He's very old.
4,900.
4,900.
I am 70 years old and I use a walking cane to aid my walking. I sit in the section of a public transit vehicle that is reserved for senior citizens and disabled passengers. I put my walking cane between my knees to hold the cane in place. On occasion, a frail passenger will grab a pole and place their hand on top of my cane for physical support before exiting the vehicle.
Is his hands on top?
So you think of him
The
sitting
cane
like
is
on his-
between his legs.
Yeah.
He's sitting down. The cane's probably up about this height.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people are using that as a pole
It's a little armrest.
to allow themselves to get out of the
Yeah.
tram or train, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I have never said anything to the passengers who do. However, is it rude of me to tell these people not to touch my walking cane and to get their own? The Wolfman.
Oh, the Wolfman's got a bit of bite
Oh.
and a bit of bark.
If they're frail, why would they have their own walking frame? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe they're the bus is moving. They don't know where the fuck they're going. And then
Yeah,
bam!
you know when you go, whoa, when you brace yourself on something?
Yeah.
Like, it just happens to
Yeah,
be that.
exactly. You accidentally
Oh,
graze into
That would not
somebody's
be the
cane.
most stable thing I would reach for, though.
No,
to be
but I also
honest.
just think like public transport, a part of it is the physical contact.
Yeah.
It's unavoidable. Sometimes the train lurches, you fall forward and you grab the first thing that's in
Yeah,
front of you.
I mean, it's either
Sometimes it could be my booty.
It's a natural
happened. It's happened
reaction.
before.
he's either going to grab your cane or he's going to grab your dick. Frankly, it
when
could
I
happen.
when I collapsed on my front lawn a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
if I stumbled out into my front lawn and for some reason there was
This
an
is-
erect man standing on my lawn,
Yeah.
I would have grabbed the sausage to
Yeah,
keep
that's
myself
right.
up.
Yeah.
It would have been like anything in front. I got to have it.
I must have. I must have.
I have it.
Yeah, all right, David. You
Daddy
got have it.
Daddy like.
And Daddy must have.
Nom, 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 nom.
Delicious.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. It's when the train takes off or the tram takes off, you go whoa, and you just
Yeah,
You grab the
sometimes
first thing.
You don't want to fall over and look like a dickhead, so you put your hand out to grab something.
The thing I find surprising is with this person, he has a cane.
Yeah.
He's obviously has some
He
ailments.
He knows
He is
the
not
issues.
sympathetic to those who have similar problems.
Yeah, right.
He's kind of like,
Yeah.
how dare you use my cane to get out?
If anything, he should be promoting cane life and
That's
be
right.
like, you know what? Telling you, cane will change your world.
Yeah.
He's like, take it from me, a citizen with a cane, citizen cane, if you will. It's a good life. Don't use my cane.
I was going to say this. I will say this. All right. Let's imagine that he just does the logical thing. So the cane is in between his legs, no hand on top of it, and it's erect.
Yes.
Okay.
It's erect, yeah.
It is erect.
It
Now,
is.
if you were to lean that cane towards you and have it sort of in line with your foot, no one's going to touch your cane.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Give it the Leaning Tower of Pisa
Yeah,
treatment.
that would be the optimum thing.
Oh, so
to-
you're saying he's making it too welcoming?
yeah, well,
and
he's
they're
making-
like,
he is making it welcoming.
Yeah,
but,
Marcus is right.
but he's going to make what it was going to make more welcoming is people falling on into his dick.
oh, so
And they're gonna fall. They're gonna keep falling. And what's the next thing?
I mean, he's
Right
70.
now-
I don't know how well it works anyway.
I mean, it's there. So you got to think about it. Like that stick there is protecting you from them grabbing you or
Yeah.
falling onto
They
you.
could fall on you.
And if you're frail, that could be a lot worse than people grabbing your stick.
Yeah.
Pardon the pun.
I'd imagine like a stick between your knees is not exactly like you're holding
sturdy.
it. And it wouldn't be not be sturdy at all. You're just holding it in place.
But
so,
you're desperate sometimes on a train. Like, there's been times where I've like just I just grab whatever's in front of me type of thing.
Nah, dude, I'm all about core stability, and I'll stand there and not hold anything. Just be like, oh,
Comes a regular
you
train.
ride it.
Yeah.
You're a train surfer.
I do like being a train surfer, but when it's too crowded, you're just like, oh man, I'm rubbing up against some sweaty.
sometimes I'm like, I need a
asshole
challenge. I'm on the roof, bro. I'm out there on the roof.
Oh yeah, on the roof. Yeah.
No, I'm like on the roof of the train.
You're train
Outside.
surfing. You're that. Oh, anyway, yeah. I was
Yeah.
going to think of a show. I can't remember the shifters or something.
I'm a train shifters. Yeah.
Do you know what's funny? When I first picked this question, it was because I was on the bus and I felt somebody put their full weight on my shoulder.
Sliders.
And I went to
yeah. With Jerry O'Connor.
That's it. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Was
Damien.
No,
it
that's fine.
Were there trains and sliders?
There was one episode with a train. Go on, Damien.
He's a big Sliders fan.
Whoa.
So the guy put his full weight on my shoulder.
That's a good show, by the way.
Sorry, Damien. Go on.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm good.
He put his hand on your shoulder.
yeah.
I'm going to slide right out of this podcast. Because nobody's listening to me right now.
Sorry, it was going to kill me, and now it
I'll
didn't.
get the Wolfman onto you guys, alright?
Stick 'em, boy.
Nah, go on, Damien.
So he put his full weight on me, and I went to react. I didn't was going to say anything, but I was kind of like weirded out. Then I turned and I realized he was in a sling and had a broken arm.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, well,
Yeah,
put
that's-
your whole body on me if you need to,
right,
because I felt bad for him, right?
Yeah.
Did you, were you on a seat or just standing?
I was sitting down.
So you didn't give him your seat?
No, he was going to the seat
Broken arm,
next.
not a broken leg.
He was going to the adjacent seat next to me,
okay,
but he
it's
used
a-
me as the platform to
Oh,
get there.
yeah,
That's
okay.
kind of irritating.
Yeah.
It was, but it was
Wait,
fine.
was the train moving?
No,
Oh, fuck that guy.
should have broken his other arm.
Oh, wait, Damien, were you man spreading and he was trying to get around you?
No. He was walking down the lane.
Oh, okay. Well,
But this is the funny thing, right? So I picked that question during the day as a result of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then
Oh.
something happened to me on public transport that's never happened before.
Yeah.
And I know we say we're not confrontational people,
No, we're not.
but
Did you confrontate? You confronted somebody.
I did.
Oh, my God.
Here's what happened, right? So it was a long day. It was like a 30-degree day. It was hot.
Yeah.
I've been having troubles with my shoulders recently. I was sore. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just want to sit down.
Yep.
Walked on the bus. Every seat was taken except for one. There was a woman sitting in the middle of the seat. And usually I would just
The middle
stand.
of a set of two seats?
Yes, set of two
Oh,
seats.
okay. Yeah.
Usually I would just cop it and just stand and, it's not worth the trouble.
Yeah.
But I was in pain. So, I'm going to sit down.
Yeah.
I earned this.
Yeah.
Daddy deserves seat. All right?
Been a
If
long
there's,
day.
if there's a spare seat there,
Yes.
I always
I'm
stand
on
up
it.
on a train because I'm always like 2 stops and I'm
Exactly,
fine with
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But if I see somebody down the line, there's a seat there, empty seat, and somebody's standing next to me, I'm like, sit down so someone can stand, like,
She was
make
double,
room.
she was double parked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
right,
that shit.
So I walked over to the seat, said, "Excuse me," sat down, right?
Uh-huh.
As I sat down, I grazed her leg.
Yeah.
So at the time she was on the phone.
Mm.
As soon as I sat down and I grazed her leg, she like whips to the side where the window is, because she's on the window
Yeah,
side,
close to the window.
and says, oh my God, I'm going to fucking flip it. Some dickhead just sat on top of me.
Oh my God.
And-
Wait. Before you do, how old was this woman?
She was probably late 20s, early 30s. And I was just not having it. I stood up, looked directly at her and said, excuse me, if you're going to have a conversation about me, do you want to have it to my face at least?
Oh my God.
Damien's
This
confronted.
is so unlike you.
I know.
We through all these conversations. This whole podcast has been so Damien can confront
right,
people.
we're
As we've unpacked on this podcast,
Yeah.
we'd only punch someone in the face if they punched us in the face.
Yeah.
Right.
So as it happened, even I was surprised. It was like an out-of-body experience.
It was your muscular issues that it just vented up. You were taking it
I
out.
snapped.
Yeah, that's it.
And she turned to me and she lost it.
Oh no,
She
that's what
said-
you don't want. You
she
wanted to be
fired
like,
back. But
yeah.
the worst part was, right, because I don't think anybody heard her on the bus. It was a packed bus.
Oh.
So I think they just saw me stand up and have an outburst, right?
Yeah.
So I think already it doesn't look good like a guy yelling at a girl on a bus.
Right. Man,
So-
is he bothering you?
Exactly, right?
No.
Yeah.
So the whole bus obviously turns to look at us.
Yep.
And she just goes off on me saying, are you kidding me? You basically crushed me when you sat down on the seat. And at this point, I said to her, I knew I had to calm down because if I escalated it more, it would look bad. So I just said to her, you were in the middle of the seat. I walked over. I said, excuse me. I sat down. You were in the middle of the seat. You were hogging all the real estate.
Yeah.
And then she said to me, she stood up and she said to me, you are the biggest drama queen I've ever met. What are you, a 15-year-old girl?
Oh,
Oh my God. She gave you sass.
And I reacted. This is my reaction. I went, and I just walked off.
Oh,
I just
bravo.
I gave her the paw and I walked off, right? So then
I love the wave you did as well.
I just gave her
You're like the queen with
like-
waving.
Yeah, I
sort of
gave her the
thing.
queen wave.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I walked off, right? And I was just standing in the back of the bus,
Yeah.
sitting. And this whole time, the person she was speaking to was on the phone.
Yeah.
Because as soon as everyone sat down and kind of got settled,
Yeah.
she went back to her phone conversation.
Brittany, what's happening?
It's always Brittany. It's always Brittany.
It's always Brittany.
And she started talking about literally what happened. And so the whole bus could hear it.
Yeah.
And I started to notice that the mood of the bus was starting to turn against her. Like everybody was focusing on her because once she was done complaining about me,
Yeah.
her next story was about how she has to go to court
Oh, okay.
because she pushed her partner down the stairs.
Oh, all right. Now we're painting a picture.
And as soon as I heard that, I wanted to yell out in the bus, vindicated! I felt like so justified in my outburst, right?
Oh my God. Yeah. She's
And-
obviously, yeah.
And as like the bus ride went on, I noticed more and more people just greasing her as they walked off because
Nice.
you could just hear her conversation like ruminating through the bus.
Yeah.
So she wasn't even quiet on the phone.
No. And here's the best part, right? This part I did not see coming. So as the bus got quieter, I was able to get a seat next to some guy.
Yeah.
And I had my headphones on, but the guy next to me, I noticed he's getting like more and more agitated as the bus ride goes on.
Okay.
And he's like, just keeps building. And
Yeah.
I hear him saying stuff like,
flinching
fucking idiot. Like, oh, she won't shut the fuck up. And I notice he's staring directly at the seat lady.
Oh.
And I take out my headphones. I go, is everything all right? And he goes, now I know why you moved, mate. She's driving me insane.
You're the other end of the fucking bus. I can't do it.
And I just laughed, but I wanted to kiss him on the mouth because
You wanted to give it a little bit of a friendship.
That's right.
Come here.
treatment.
Come here, stranger.
and I never felt more
Whoa.
justified walking off the bus and just giving her the biggest greasy in the world.
Yes.
I just thought I'll be the bigger person and not say anything. I'm not even going to retaliate. Also, my other thought was I may see her on the bus again.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's the same route as
Yeah.
you. and-
Also, she's convicted for pushing people downstairs.
what if she pushed you off the bus?
Yeah, exactly. You don't need that. It's one step, but it might be one step too much.
I know the Wolfman, but even he's no contest for stairs.
Yeah,
that's right.
He's like, oh no, not stairs. Woo!
That's right.
Oh my God. I love that, like, you were, but like, at first everyone was probably thinking, like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
But then later on, they're like, wait a second. Careful, everyone. He's a hero.
This man is royalty.
Let him right through. Sir, sit next to me, please. You're going to be like,
Please.
yeah, right.
Have my firstborn.
You confronted the unconfrontable lady.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was so unlike me, but
I was going to say, I could
Yeah.
not imagine you doing that. That's
Neither
something-
could I.
That's definitely like a shower thought thing to be like, yeah, I should have
I should have fucking said
I should have
something.
said something.
And you
yeah.
did say something.
I did say
And you were
something.
like, can you imagine if you weren't vindicated at the interview? You would have been like, I feel like such a dickhead.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
right.
The vindication.
I do not regret what I did.
Whoa.
That's it.
And that was minor contact.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're just touching this man's cane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does he have to worry
Yeah,
about?
right. It's not Yeah, exactly.
Like I said before, if you move the cane and they fell on you, you're a 70-year-old man. It might actually hurt you
That's a good
pretty
point.
bad.
That is a good point.
Let the cane be.
Yeah.
I think you need to just
Or, do you know what? Rest it on your lap sideways.
Yeah.
That's probably the way to
Yeah.
go.
I think